Sunshine.Robbie with another oracle reading, a quick one. Just an update for each day until we get to the 8th of August, the Lion's Gate. The energies are open, the energies are here. The energies are moving, shifting, traveling through our vessel, through our body. And we are here to feel, become more sensitive to it, understand with the heart, not necessarily with the mind, with words. The cards do help us, with a bit of guidance, but it's not the full message, it's not everything. If you think about, one card can be read in one way and 100 people get different 100 awarenesses in their heads, and this is how a message can become like a grid, and reach many people, because how words are said and the frequency that I feel receiving and I'm holding as I read transpires through the words, and as you received, it blends with your frequency, and your frequency then gives you this clicks and awareness in your mind for you to connect to your subconscious. Okay, so everyone is going to receive this message differently. And the message today, it's about focusing on your light. Okay. The first card is focus on the light. She's holding the light within a flower. There's a lot of light surrounding as well. Consciously complete. I love how she's surrounded by a circle of light. Her hair is like fire into the universe. Yeah, she's connecting to the ground. She's connecting to her day-to-day life, but also connected to the cosmos. And the third card, again, is showing quite a lot of light from this one person into the whole universe. It says synchlotron. I'm not sure if that's a word, but here it is. He's on the horse, actually. And what I feel here, can you see she has an open heart, a lit heart in there. We are always consciously complete. We're always connected to Gaia, to the divine source, universe. We are this antenna planted here on Earth. And yes, our antenna can be congested, right, with traumas, limiting beliefs, thought processes. But even those are wise lessons that we came here to Earth to learn. And we're here to honor those. We're here to move through those, to shift through those, to feel them, to understand, to release them. But we're not here to become them. Because, put it this way, when we go through a trauma, we might not know how to deal with it, and we suppress the pain. We suppress the pain, we suppress all the troubles that came from it. Then we become it. Okay, later on in life we realize it's not something you want to hold anymore, and then you want to work through it. You're working through it, and as you're working through it, you are releasing, you're feeling, you're allowing everything to move through you. And then you release, you become a new version, and which means you're not it anymore, right? So that shows you that even when you think that you have become, even when you think you have become your condition, when you think you have become your situation, when you think you have become, you know, what you've been through, you're not. You're not. Because in another dimension, and look how there's so many dimensions coming out here, the connection to the universe and the cosmos, you are a true version of yourself, and that is the light. You are the light. The light doesn't hold to any version. The light doesn't hold to any situation. The light doesn't hold to any emotions. Yeah? The light doesn't hold to any stories. The light is pure. The light is connected to the ground, to the sky, to Gaia, to the divine. And those connections are pure. Those connections are unconditional love. So when we step into a situation, when we are reviewing a trauma, when we decide and we commit that we're going to work through it, we have a choice. What I've noticed from yesterday to today is very different, similar situations where I have been in cycles in that situation. The cycle is still a little bit repeating, but slightly different, okay? It's almost like I've worked through the layers, the thick layers of this pattern or cycle, and the cycle is repeating just slightly, right? Not as intense, not as fixed. And as I realized there's a cycle, my mind realized there's a cycle, my body's saying, it doesn't exist anymore. You have a choice. And I sat with my body and I said, I don't need this cycle. I can be different. And I was different, and the cycle just undone, just unfolded, okay? And even when the cycle was holding very heavy emotions, thought processes, and patterns, I still had that choice. But I was holding on more to these heavy traumas past than actually the idea that I have a choice to just remove myself from that cycle. But I've learned by holding on, I've learned by going through it, and I've learned from releasing it, and I've learned lessons. I've learned the knowledge that my body was also holding during that time, but I was not able to see. So we are all of it. But at the same time, we have that choice. We have that choice to sit in our light. We have that choice to sit in our unconditional love at every single moment in our lives. Every single moment. And seeing these three cards where it's showing that they're all connecting to the ground and the divine, yeah, to their own light and to the cosmos. This is who we are. This is who we are, and we always complete this way. But we also have the version of the 3D, the earth life, where, you know, we find ourselves stuck in patterns and cycles and stories and, you know, our story. And we honor it. We honor it, we feel it, but we release it. We release it to give space to this amplitude of being, to the amplitude of being light, holding the light, being your light in every moment of your day. Today is also the beginning of the new moon, okay? And the new moon is bringing little highlights in your brain, in your mind, in your thoughts, through your day-to-day situations, every moment, little clicks of understanding, little awarenesses, perceptions. The new moon is bringing all these little things in that perhaps you've thought about it months ago or another time, And now it's coming back. It's coming back and it's saying, look at it, right? And you have perhaps ignored a while back, or perhaps it's something that's been hit in the same key and you see it, but you're putting it to the side, to the back, to the side burner. But the new moon is really highlighting this, even though there's no moon, there's no light in the sky. So if you imagine if your head is the moon and there's a shadow at the front, but there's massive light to the back, that light is shining on your subconscious, okay? We don't see it, we don't see the subconscious, but that's what the new moon is bringing, is highlighting the subconscious, and it's going to come through these perceptions, it's going to come through these awarenesses. Write it down. Just write it down. You notice something, write it down. Maybe start a journal from that point. Because the new moon is bringing something for you to heal, something for you to see, something for you to feel, to hear, to understand, and to heal. But the healing is not going to come straight away as you notice. First you got to notice, you have to acknowledge. Then we go through the first quarter moon, which is feeling it, really going through the emotions. And then the full moon, where we bring it to life, but then it's coming into a bit of a release as well. Then the last quarter moon, we are then releasing it completely. And once we release it, we're back to retrieving ourselves, recharging, reflection, and then a new cycle comes, and then you have the opportunity to see something new, something different. And the healing process is very similar to the moon cycle. And if you're feeling the energies of the new moon and it's bringing you, there's little highlights of things for you to see about yourself. Take it in with love. Don't judge, don't shame, don't blame it, don't guilt it. Take it in with love. Because if we do step into that little puddle of blame, shame and guilt, we will struggle to move forward. We'll get stuck there. And then we can miss this ride of the moon cycle that we can follow through to heal exactly that is coming up for you today. Okay? So I invite you to sit with me with a short meditation. Let's call it a new moon meditation, okay? And I would like you to take your time to close your eyes and just sense your breath. Find your breath. How is it going into your body? How is it coming out? Allow your breath to kind of regulate yourself. A couple of times more. And breathe through, in and out, relaxing, allowing your shoulders to come down, your neck muscles to relax, your chest and belly to expand and relax with the exhale of your breath. And I want you to bring into your heart, from your mind into your heart, that which you've noticed, that which has been highlighted to you by yourself or even by another person. Take the trigger out, take the pain out, take the shame and the guilt out, and just filter it as much as you can to the core of that which you need to see. Imagine a situation that brought you a highlight for you to understand about yourself, and you siphon it through to clear it, to empty it of all the judgment, so you can see for its purity. What's your heart trying to tell you? What is it you need to see for yourself, about yourself? And as it becomes clear for you, as you sense it, feel it, hear it, see it in your mind's eyes, stay with the sensations that are coming up for a little bit. And as you stay with it, this is going to highlight how your body feels, because now you are focused on that sensation. But when that sensation comes in your day-to-day life, you're busy, your eyes are open, you're scanning, your mind is racing, you are clustered with everything that is eliciting your attention. But right now you're bringing it down to just that sensation without everything around it. So next time you find yourself in an environment or situation that awareness came through, you're going to be able to pick up the sensation much more. And in that moment, your awareness is going to grow into a greater depth of understanding of what it is. But that would only come if now we can focus on this light that's being shown to you. And it's about trusting that at the time that you need to understand this message, that your body, your vessel, will bring the sensation for you to feel. Even in a very chaotic moment, you will be able to feel. And that feeling will bring you deeper perceptions. And in that moment, you will be able to make a different choice. You will be able to think through it. It's almost like time slows down for you. And you think through it and you find a different way of responding in that cycle. And when you do, you get a different outcome, which feeds back to that perception, to that awarenesses that has come through for you today. And when you get a different outcome in the future, you understand in more depth who you are, where you're coming from, and why. And as you take a moment to journal that, to write it, you expand your consciousness, you expand your understanding. And remember to be non-judgmental, to be in love, to be in your light. Because we have a choice to be in our light, no matter how chaotic everything is. Because we are all versions of ourselves all at once. And this is being multidimensional. This is a multidimensional living, way of living, that we are all entering. And when we are in this multidimensional way of living, we have a choice to choose your reality. And there'll be some around you that'll be in a different reality, in a different earth altogether, in a different planet. And you're going to be in your own earth, in your own planet, in your own reality. Still merged with everyone around you, but savoring your own reality. How you envision But we have work. We have inner work. And inner work shouldn't be scary. Inner work shouldn't be something for you to fear. Because inner work is about releasing that which you already feared. You already went through the fear as it happened in the past. You already went through the worst without even knowing. And as you sit here in the future, recalling it to release it, it is painful, but it's not as painful as before. It is fearful, but it's not as fearful as it was then. And remember, you had learned a lesson when you went through it. And by reliving it to releasing it, we discover that lesson, that wisdom. And I ask you to stay with just your body sensations for another minute. And as you come around gently to your senses, with your mind, with your heart, with your physical body, allow the new moon to bring in that which you need to see for healing. Let's heal together in this moon cycle. We're starting a complete moon cycle. Let's heal together. Let's support each other. Let's love each other. So our healing can be gentle, in love, and not in suffering. Thank you for being here today. We are all loving light. We are loving light. Thank you very much.